If your chickens are burning through feed faster than your wallet can keep up, and your backyard looks like a dust bowl instead of a lush little homestead, then you need to hear about one of the most underrated tools in backyard poultry keeping, the chicken grazing box. This one's simple setup could completely change the way you feed your flock, save you serious money on commercial feed, and give your birds something they absolutely love. Keep reading, because once you understand how this works, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Let's start from the beginning, because if you're new to keeping chickens or you've never heard of a grazing box, that's completely okay. A chicken grazing box, sometimes called a chicken salad bar, a pasture box, or a grow box, is essentially a wooden or wire-framed container filled with soil and planted with fast-growing grasses, greens, or grains. The top of the box is covered with a wire mesh or hardware cloth, and that mesh is what makes the whole thing genius. Your chickens can peck at the fresh greenery, growing through the wire openings, but they cannot scratch the roots out, which means the plants keep on growing, day after day, giving your flock a renewable source of fresh greens without getting completely demolished in one afternoon the way a regular patch of grass would be. Now here's where it gets really exciting for the budget-conscious chicken keeper. Feed costs in the United States have climbed steadily over the past few years, and many backyard flock owners are spending anywhere from $30 to over $100 a month just keeping their birds fed. The chicken grazing box doesn't replace your layer pellets or your starter crumble, but it does supplement your flock's diet with fresh nutrients, live greens, and the mental enrichment that comes from natural foraging behavior. Studies in poultry science consistently show that hens allowed to forage naturally produce eggs with deeper yolk color, higher omega-3 content, and measurably higher levels of vitamins A and E. So when you build a grazing box, you're not just saving feed, you're also improving the quality of everything that comes out of your coop. Building one of these is surprisingly beginner-friendly. You don't need a lot of carpentry skills or special tools. A basic grazing box can be made with a simple wooden frame. 2x4s work perfectly in whatever size fits your coop or run. Most backyard chicken keepers build theirs somewhere between 2 feet by 3 feet and 4 feet by 4 feet. The key measurement to pay attention to is depth. You want at least 4 to 6 inches of growing space inside the box so that roots have room to establish themselves. A shallow box will dry out too fast and won't give your plants the foothold they need to keep regenerating after your hens peck them back. Once you have the frame built, line the bottom with a thin layer of gravel or coarse sand for drainage, then fill the rest with a good quality potting mix or a blend of garden soil and compost. Some chicken keepers add a bit of worm castings to the mix for extra fertility, and honestly, that's a great idea because the richer the soil, the faster and more vigorously your seeds will germinate and grow. The wire mesh lid should be made from hardware cloth with openings no larger than 1 inch by 2 inches. You want the grass blades and leaf tips to poke through but not allow your chickens to reach in far enough to pull whole clumps out by the roots. Attach the wire with staples or screws, and if you like, add a simple hinge so you can lift the lid when it's time to reseed or refresh the soil. Now let's talk about what to grow in your grazing box, because seed selection makes a huge difference in how well this whole system works. The hands-down winner for most American backyard chicken keepers is a mix of annual ryegrass, oats, barley, wheat, and clover. These varieties germinate quickly, often within 5 to 7 days, and they grow fast enough that a steady rotation of boxes keeps your flock in fresh greens almost continuously. Sunflower sprouts are another crowd favorite. Chickens go absolutely wild for them, and sunflower seeds are easy to find at any farm supply store or even your local garden center. If you want to add variety and extra nutrition, consider mixing in some radish, kale, Swiss chard, or nasturtium seeds. Chickens love a little variety, and diverse greens mean a more balanced nutritional profile for your birds. The best light conditions for a chicken grazing box are very similar to what most garden vegetables prefer. You want full sun to partial shade, meaning at least 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. If your coop or run is in a fully shaded area, don't worry. Grow your boxes in a sunnier spot in the yard, and rotate them into the coop when the plants are lush and ready. Many chicken keepers keep 2 or 3 boxes going at once in a rotation system. While one box sits in the run getting grazed, another is resting and regrowing in a sunny spot, and a third is freshly planted and just starting to sprout. This kind of rotation means your flock always has access to something green and living, and no single box ever gets completely wiped out. Temperature is another factor that many beginners overlook. Most of the cool season grasses and grains that do best in grazing boxes, ryegrass, oats, barley and wheat, actually prefer cooler growing conditions. They thrive when temperatures are between 50 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In the heat of a southern US summer, you may find that these varieties bolt quickly or look a little stressed. If you live in a hot climate like Texas, Arizona, or Florida, try switching to heat-tolerant options like millet, sorghum Sudan grass, or even cowpeas during the summer months. Come fall, your cool season seeds will bounce right back, and you'll be growing lush grazing boxes all through autumn and even into early winter in many parts of the country. Watering your chicken grazing box is one of the most important parts of keeping it healthy, and it's also one of the most common areas where beginners make mistakes. The number one rule is this: keep the soil consistently moist, but never waterlogged. If the soil is soggy and water is pooling at the bottom of the box, you've overwatered, and that creates conditions for root rot, mold, and damping off. A fungal problem that kills seedlings at the soil line and can devastate a newly planted box. On the flip side, if the soil dries out completely between waterings, your plants will struggle to regenerate after grazing. The goal is the feeling of a wrung-out sponge. Moist to the touch but not dripping. A simple watering routine that works well for most US climates is to check the top inch of soil every morning. If it feels dry, water gently and thoroughly until moisture reaches the bottom of the box. In hot summer weather, this might mean daily watering. In cooler spring or fall temperatures, every other day or even every third day may be plenty. If you want to make things even easier, a small drip irrigation system or a soaker hose laid across the surface of the box works beautifully and removes the guesswork entirely. Just set a timer and let the system do the work for you, while you enjoy your morning coffee and watch your chickens do what they do best. Fertilizing is one area where the chicken grazing box basically takes care of itself, and here's why. Your chickens are fertilizing it for you every single time they visit. Chicken manure is one of the richest natural fertilizers available, packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. As your hens peck through the wire and a little manure falls into the box, it slowly breaks down and feeds the plants. That said, if you're starting a new box or replanting after a full rotation, giving the soil a boost with a light application of compost or a diluted liquid kelp fertilizer can speed things up noticeably. Avoid synthetic nitrogen fertilizers in your grazing boxes. They can cause rapid but weak growth, and you don't want your chickens consuming plants grown with heavy chemical inputs. Pruning, in the traditional sense, doesn't really apply to a grazing box. Your chickens handle that job automatically every time they visit, but there is a kind of management practice that functions like pruning, and that's knowing when to pull a box out of rotation and let it rest and recover. A common mistake beginners make is leaving the grazing box in the chicken run around the clock. If you do that, your hens will peck the box to bare soil within a couple of days, and the plants won't have any leaf material left to photosynthesize and regenerate. A much better approach is to place the grazing box in the run for 1 to 2 hours per day, then move it back to its recovery spot. That short grazing window gives your flock a satisfying treat, while preserving enough leaf area for the plants to bounce back by the next day. Common problems with chicken grazing boxes are pretty easy to solve once you know what to look for. Slow or uneven germination is usually caused by one of 3 things: old seeds, insufficient moisture during the germination stage, or temperatures that are too cold for the seeds to sprout. Make sure you're using fresh seeds from the current season. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not soggy during those critical first 5 to 7 days, and if you're planting in early spring or late fall, consider covering the box with a sheet of clear plastic or a humidity dome to trap warmth until the seeds sprout. Once germination is underway, remove the cover so air can circulate and prevent damping off. Another problem that sometimes surprises new chicken keepers is mold on the soil surface. This usually happens when the box is in a poorly ventilated spot, when it's been overwatered, or when the wire lid is trapping too much moisture against the plant leaves. The fix is simple: improve airflow around the box, dial back watering slightly, and if mold patches appear on the soil surface, scratch them gently with a fork to break up the crust and allow the soil to dry slightly between waterings. A thin dusting of cinnamon on the soil surface can also help discourage surface mold naturally. If your grass is growing beautifully, but your chickens don't seem interested, that's sometimes a sign that the openings in your wire mesh are too small for them to reach the greens comfortably. Try lifting the lid slightly with a small prop to give them easier access, or switch to a wire with slightly larger openings. Once they figure out that fresh greens are available, most flocks become enthusiastic grazers very quickly. Chickens are naturally curious and intelligent birds, and novelty is actually one of the best motivators for getting them interested in a new food source. For those of you raising meat birds, broilers, or dual-purpose breeds alongside layers, the chicken grazing box works just as well. Meat birds in particular benefit enormously from access to fresh greens because they're often raised in confined conditions for fast growth. Adding a grazing box to their space improves gut health, reduces boredom-related behaviors like feather pecking, and adds natural vitamins and minerals that contribute to overall flock health. Even if you're only raising a small flock of 4 to 6 hens in a suburban backyard, 2 or 3 small grazing boxes on rotation give them meaningful enrichment and dietary variety that translates directly into happier, healthier birds and better eggs on your breakfast table. The bottom line is that the chicken grazing box is one of those rare ideas that costs very little to implement. A few boards, some hardware cloth, a bag of mixed seeds, and some soil. But delivers outsized results in terms of feed savings, bird health, and the sheer joy of watching your flock do something completely natural. Once you start seeing your hens lined up along the box, heads bobbing as they pull fresh green blades through the wire, you'll understand why so many backyard chicken keepers call it the best thing they've ever added to their setup. Start with one box, learn the rhythm of it, and before long you'll be building a whole rotation system and teaching your neighbors how to do the same. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.